Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's blog. I'm excited as always to come your way. Yeah, it is a great evening here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Wherever you are around the globe, you are highly, highly welcome. Listen, this is Salom's blog, and we are here because of Chelsea. We may chip in one or two other news from other sources, but the focus right now is going to be on Chelsea. The press conference was held a few minutes ago, and these are the updates. Injury update from the press conference before we move on to what the coach had to say, and even what Pep Guardiola had to say about tomorrow's game against his team, his club, Manchester City. Come on, let's get started with the injury update. Thank God the injury list has been reduced to 7, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. The injury list has been reduced from 11 now to 7. And another good news is that even the number one on the list, Christopher Nkunku, now in partial team training. Christopher Nkunku is in partial team training. All right. The following injury update has been issued ahead of Chelsea's FA Cup semi-final against Manchester City at Wembley tomorrow. Yeah. First on the list is Christopher Nkunku in partial team training. Robert Sanchez in partial team training. Levi Colwill undergoing his rehabilitation program. Wesley Fofana continued to undergo his rehabilitation program. Reece James undergoing his rehabilitation program. Romeo Lavia undergoing his rehabilitation program. Then last but not the least, Leslie Ogochukwu continuing to undergo his rehabilitation program. Now we have 7 players on the injury list as we speak. 7. The number from 11 last week now reduced to 7. And the good news is Christopher Nkunku, like I said, I think earlier today, the whereabouts of Christopher Nkunku were told for 3 to 4 weeks. Now it's 2 months plus. But finally, he is in partial team training. Meaning that hopefully by the game against Arsenal, we might see him on the bench. We may see him on the bench. If he's in partial team training, meaning that he is almost fit. Yeah. So between now and Wednesday, before the game against Arsenal, we should be able to see Christopher Nkunku back on the team sheet. Dear friend, that is my belief. That is my hope. That is my belief, and that is my hope, to get back Christopher Nkunku. Now, going into the game against Man City, this is what Malo Gusto had to say about the City game coming up. He said, from Malo Gusto, he said, "It's like going for a revenge for us. Our last appearance at Wembley in the Carabao Cup final was complicated for the team. Now we have another chance to win, and we have to improve more. Keep pushing and try to win it." This is coming from Malo Gusto. Yes, this is coming from Malo Gusto. Now, before I go to what the coach had to say during the press conference, Pat Nevan says something about Chelsea and Kog Galaga, and I want to bring that to your attention. Pat Nevan, this is what he has to say. He's a pundit, an ex-player and a pundit. This is what he has to say. He said, in an ideal world where finances are all balanced, Chelsea would absolutely not be looking to sell Kog Galaga. You wouldn't be surprised if he went to someone like Spurs, signed Kog Galaga. Obviously, that will be a particular painful for Chelsea fans. This is why I want to read it. Kog Galaga going to Spurs will be a pain to Chelsea fans. But what a player he will be for them. What a player Kog Galaga will be for Spurs. You see, this is where the problem is. He said, I would probably say he's a better suited to Spurs the way he plays. Yeah, but we need Kog Galaga in our team. Kog Galaga is a valuable asset for Chelsea. Kog Galaga is a Chelsea breed player. We cannot afford to be losing all of them that way. And like he rightly said, in an ideal world where finances are balanced, I don't think Chelsea should be thinking of selling him at this point. That is how it is. I am still not in favor of the sale of Kog Galaga, but it looks like all fingers are pointing to that direction. because nothing has been done so far about his contract. Nothing. Nothing. And in times where we have 2 games in every 3-4 days, services of players like Kog Galaga that are injury-free are needed. For instance, our next games against Man City and the next one is Arsenal. In games like this, you need players that are injury-free like Kog Galaga. They can be reliable, and he is reliable. That is how it is, my dear friend. That is why I'm angry. Well, dear friend, Liverpool and PSG are considering a summer move for Chelsea defender Levi Colwill, according to Give Me Sport. That news came yesterday, and it's coming up again today. And I want to debunk it because Chelsea, Levi Colwill is one of the players that Chelsea are not ready to let go right now. So whoever that the sources are, they should forget it. They can do their PR work, but Levi Colwill ain't going anywhere. Levi Colwill remains a Chelsea player. He is one of our best left backs, and he ain't going anywhere. Dear friend, one player that I didn't make mention of is Reece James. Yeah, he's been on the grass for some time now, training on the grass. Reece James, as you can see him there, training on the grass. Yes, so he's trying to lift up his game or his training regime or his fitness regime. So Reece James is currently training on the grass, which is a good news for Chelsea. Even though he's still on the injury list, continue to undergo his rehabilitation program, he finally stepped on the grass, doing the rehabilitation on the grass right now as we speak. All right. Pep Guardiola also spoke. Pep Guardiola spoke regarding Kpouma. You know, Chelsea, Man City tomorrow. So both coaches have been speaking. And this is what Pep Guardiola had to say on Kpouma and the wonders the young man is doing right now. He's an exceptional player. I didn't give him the minutes he deserves that he now has at Chelsea. Pep has admitted that he did not give the young man, the minutes that he deserved. And those are the minutes now that he now have at Chelsea. Yeah. He's incredible potential. He was asking for 2 seasons to leave because he was not getting a minute. He was asking to leave. I said, stay. He wanted to leave. What can we do? What can I say? This simply means that it's now paining him that he let Kpouma go. Looking at what Kpouma is doing right now with Chelsea, he wished that he had not allowed him to go, or he has not allowed him to go. But the player wanted to go because he wants minutes. He wants to play football. And the player himself said it, that all he ever wanted is to play football. And that is opportunity he's gotten at Chelsea. Dear friend, now let's go to and end it with Pochettino. Yes, we're going to take 2 or 3 from Poch, and we'll end it. We shall be back with more exclusive, dear friend. Pochettino on Kpouma. He said the man has higher demands in his private life now, and he's a top scorer. He will have to eat, sleep well, as he may now spend energy he didn't spend before. We have the experience as management to defend a kid that becomes a big star. His life has changed. Kpouma now has become a big star. His life now has changed. And the management, the manager, that was the coach, and the other managers, it is their duty now to protect him, to defend him, because he's now a kid. He's now a big star, according to Mauricio Pochettino. Listen to what he said. He said, we have the experience as management to defend a kid that becomes a big star. Because everything about Kpouma now has changed. Now the stardom has arrived, and he must live the star life. His food, everything has changed. It's time to sleep and everything. Kpouma now is a big star, according to Mauricio Pochettino. On Christopher Nkunku is back to partial team training today. Enzo Fernandez, part of squad for Wembley game tomorrow. Yeah, Enzo Fernandez, part of the game plan tomorrow, according to Mauricio Pochettino. Dear friend, let me leave you here. Let me say a very good evening to you wherever you are, or good afternoon to you wherever you are. Dear friend, like the video, share the video, and let me hear from you in the comment section. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe to the channel. Make this channel your channel. by liking the video. Let me hear from your comment section. And please on that notification bell so that in case of any exclusive updates, you'll be first to be notified. If you don't on the notification bell, you wouldn't be notified. But once that is on, you always hear the bell. There's a message, you check it. It's an update from Salon's blog. Dear friend, I will see you in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.